thoughts on how the corners and safeties are looking right now?
First 2 weeks of practice has been good. Guys have flown around. Had a chance to play a lot of man-to-man early in camp. Had a chance to match some routes. I'm happy at the energy that we've shown. I think we've competed a good bit. Got to do a better job of finishing down the field. But early on, as a coach, wish I had more guys, but couldn't be happier at this point. And hopefully we continue to get better. Today's probably wasn't as sharp as I would have liked, but so far so good.
What's different on the back end under Chief versus your role in the last defense?
I thought that question was going to be the first one, but so it was the second one.
Try to get you.
Obviously two different schemes. Probably watching from a fan standpoint, it'd be a lot more aggressive, a lot closer to the line of scrimmage. And it's a big difference when you're playing a quarter scheme compared to a cover 3 scheme. So our guys will be a lot more aggressive and probably not as much run-pass conflict. One guy will be responsible for one guy, one route, and we want you to win that one-on-one battle.
How has Devontae improved, or what has he shown you since he got that late start last year?
Yeah, I thought he struggled getting into the swing of things coming in after 4 games last year. The one thing that I've been happy about with Devontae is that he's the heaviest that he's been. He's over 180 pounds, and it shows in his play. He's able to hold up at the line of scrimmage and press. He's playing with a lot more confidence. And really, for where we're at on the defense, we need him to be a leader. And really, he's been vocal, always had positive energy, but he's made a lot of plays early in camp. Really excited about where he's at right now.
How tough a change is that for the quarterbacks to be more aggressive than what they were doing, particularly the ones that are sophomores and juniors?
I think they've been trained to play a lot of press coverage. I think now it's more demanded of them to do it over and over, multiple times back to back. So I think their mindset has to change more than trying to do it physically. I think they're all capable of doing it, but now it has to be done over and over again. But again, when you're playing a defense that the schematic-wise, it's more aggressive. The time clock's going to be shorter for how long the quarterback has to throw the ball also. So that helps with your confidence. And then you have Day and Quaylen and Miles and guys getting back there in a hurry. It really helps out.
Are you undergoing any potential experiments in terms of position changes, some safety seeing time at corner safety, so on and so forth, nickel changes?
Not yet. The one thing that we want to do is get the best 5 or 6 guys out there. And so I think, obviously getting a guy like Justin Evans here early, getting Noel back from injury, the competition's been good. Really excited about in June when the rest of the guys get here and really open the thing up and really say there's not necessarily a nickel or a dime or a corner. We want guys who can cover, who can be on those slot receivers also. So like I told them all the time, the best 5 guys are going to play. I feel good. Probably about 2 guys playing right now against Arizona State. I'm waiting on the other guys to take the snaps.
Is it going to be easier for incoming freshmen for the new system, since it's a little more aggressive, a little more one-on-one? Or not?
That's a hard call right now. It's just a matter of those guys getting in here. I think when you teach in the system, teaching's teaching. So, that's like saying, is English harder than algebra? Not really. It depends on how the kid learns and how fast the kid adjusts. And I think when you say things like that, you got to look at a kid like Donovan Wilson, who came in and was a little overwhelmed early on, but ended up starting the bowl game and having 9 tackles, But a kid like Amani Watts comes in, gets it early, and then goes through a wall in the middle of the season. So for different kids, it's going to happen at different times. What I do know is June 1st, there won't be a family vacation for Coach Joseph.
Can you say who those 2 guys are?
Not right now.
How exciting is a potential fall camp matchup between Justin Evans and Donovan Wilson?
As a coach, that's what you want, and that goes to recruiting. Like I tell the guys, only guys that I'm going to recruit are guys who I think can beat the guys here out at their position. So I don't want to recruit backup. So for a guy like Justin to come in and compete for playing time, that speaks well to how we've been recruiting, because you want to recruit guys who can come in and play and take the jobs of the guys that you have now, and that's the way you can upgrade your program. So for him to come in and do what he's doing, that's good, and hopefully June 1 that competition continues, and the guys who are here, they understand that it's a business. I love you, but at the end of the day, it's a business.
You mentioned 6 DBs, so I'll ask you, how much is the famed Mustang package being talked about inside that building, and who's your Tyrann Mathieu?
Well, there's not a Tyrann Mathieu yet, but yeah, we've talked about Mustang a lot. Today was actually the first day that we put it in. Unfortunately for the DBs, a lot of guys had class today. So we probably didn't have the guys out that we would have liked today, but that gives us more to look for on Thursday.